Alrighty folks, I'm going to give you a quick rundown on how to mount this Newport Vessel's 36 pound thrust trolling motor on a Hoodoo Voyager 100P. I like this trolling motor because it fits perfectly through the slot in the Kayak and it only costs $139. Alright, let's go over why you'd want to build this and how to do it. So I built mine because the units on Hoodoo's website and Brooklyn Kayak's website are out of stock. They're on back order for 4 to 6 weeks, and who knows, if that's accurate or not. So I decided to try to build my own, and it's actually pretty successful, and it's cheap. It's like 30 to 40 bucks in parts, and a little creativity here. So this is what I used. This is all 3/4 inch black iron pipe fittings. This is a 6-inch nipple on both sides, 3/4 inch T. This is an 8-inch. However, looking back, I'd want to try a 10-inch. The 10-inch might cause the trolling motor shaft to sit too far that way, but I'd still like to try it. So maybe one of y'all that are trying to build one of these could try a 10-inch, let me know. But anyways, I did an 8-inch, and then what I did was I threaded this nipple into the shaft, just one full rotation, then put a MIG weld around it, and then the same with this 3/4 inch flange, one rotation into the flange, then weld it around it. And then the cool thing about these flanges is that the bolt holes that are already in the flanges line up perfectly with these 1-inch U-bolts. You just have to drill out the holes just a little bit to get this 5/16 diameter U-bolt through the holes. So yeah, pretty cheap and common stuff here. Nothing too fancy. And this is just a 1-inch, not a 1-inch, a 1x4 board that I played around with. I made a couple different versions, especially with the height here. I tried a couple different heights, and I locked in from the base to the edge of the flange here is about 1 1/4 inch, and that allows so that the board touches the Kayak, but then also the trolling motor shaft touches the Kayak, and that allows for the load of the trolling motor weight to disperse between this board and then the shaft. And yep, and then the clips here, just use some 5/16 spacers to raise those clips up, because this diameter is just a hair. It might be like a 1/16 or an 1/8 inch larger diameter than the pedal drive shaft, but that's no problem. Just use a few washers to space it out. And yeah, I think that's all I got for you. But yeah, super happy with how it turned out. Next, I just gotta sand it down, paint it up so it looks pretty, prevent some rust. And yeah, let me know if you got any questions.